Introducing Greenhero.
This is the Greenhero administrator page. Here the administrator can see notifications about power consumption, user engagement, and the current state of the building. At the top we can see under construction. This is the notifications bar. This could be configured to provide system updates or user updates. Currently it's empty. Moving down, on the left hand side we can see the current temperature of the building. We can also see the current state of the air conditioning. On the right hand side, the admin may set the desired temperature for the office. Let's visit this later. Scrolling down, we can see power saving highlights and user engagement highlights. These give the administrator a really quick overview as to how much power has been consumed and how much users are engaging with the website. Let's see the power saving in more detail. Currently, no power has been used today, so by using this bar at the top, we'll navigate back about a month. Now, let's see how much power was used in the last week. 17,000 units of power were used 1 week ago. We can also navigate by year to see how much power has been used over the course of several months. So this can give the admin a really good understanding of how much power has been used, where it's been used, and by who. Let's go back. We'll scroll down and have a look at user engagement. We can see that all the missions have been completed this month. We can see that 20% of the users of the website are in groups. We can now see that 0 events have been completed this month. Let's have a look in more detail. Once again, we've got our time navigation bar. No missions have been completed today, so let's scroll back about a month. A month ago, 1 mission was completed. A year ago, 2 missions have been completed. Reduce sources and gather energy. We can see the most completed mission being gather energy, and we can see the most completed event, which is the team games, which is Electricity Saver 3. So here the admin can get a really nice look at how much users are engaging with the application and which missions and events they are completing the most. So that's it for the admin page. On the left hand side of the screen, we can see the current temperature in the office. On the right hand side of the screen, the admin can set the desired temperature. This will update the desired temperature table in the database. Let's run our Python program in PuTTY to control the Raspberry Pi. The current reading from the temperature sensor is 24.37 degrees and the motor is already on. Now let's look at the Raspberry in action. On the left here you can see as a black coil the temperature sensor. On the right, sitting on top of the internet modem, that's a motor. The motor symbolizes the air conditioning. When we run the Python program in PuTTY, the temperature is read from the temperature sensor, it updates the database, and then based on the desired temperature set by the admin, the air conditioning will automatically turn on or off. Let's cancel that and go back to the page. Now let's update the desired temperature with the new reading. Let's say 30 degrees. Let's submit that and reopen the Python program. Let's run it again. You can see that the temperature updates and that we're now going to turn off the AC or the motor. And we'll just repeat that and we can see that the AC is already off. Cancel that and let's reload the page to get an updated temperature reading. Now we can see that the current temperature is 24.5 degrees Celsius.
Now I'm going to introducing the user page for consumption. and RFID connect to our website. Now let's go to the consumption of user page. On the top of our page, you can see the month allowance. Right now, it's not connected. It means the RFID card is not swiped. So now we swipe our card, it means the user tried to access our outlet and log in with his account. Now we run our Python program and swipe up our card. It will say connected and respond a JSON file. And there you can see the user card and the activity is true. It means it's activate. And in our website, you can see right now it's connected and the consumption use is 100. Then we swipe off. It means the user has used his power and he no longer need to use it anymore. So he swipe off his card and it will return another JSON file. It says the card activate is false. Then we return our web page, refresh, it will see not connected again and the consumption is add up with the previous consumption. Now it's 1600, before it was 1500. On the below of the user consumption part, you can see the breakdown of your daily consumption and week consumption. And below the bar chart, you can see the total consumption of the week is 1400 and you used most in the outlet, and the highest day is Wednesday. Below that, you can see the pie chart of each category consumption you have used, like heating or outlets. You can even choose month and year to see all the data in the past of the year.
For the side of gamification, our app revolves around our RPG-like game where you complete missions that encourage your green behavior, and we can see some of them here, like reduce your sources and use like an outlet for a max amount of 30 minutes 3 times a day. You can see that there are daily, weekly, and monthly missions. As of right now, we don't have any weekly or monthly missions, but we do have this daily mission that we can complete. Once completed, you'll see that the coin amount at your top right corner, it's updated. With this, you can go into your stats. You'll see your characters. If we see we have this mage, we can see its stats right here. And once we go into the detail, we can see the skill tree of this character. We can see that we have unlocked every node of this skill tree. So our character right now it's maxed. If it weren't, you could click on the different nodes and spend your coins to enhance your character, right? So going back to the beginning, now we have our character and we want to use our character to complete events. In the event, once you go into them, you'll see that you'll have a list of events. For each event, if you already have a team, you'll see this screen where we call it the team lobby screen, where you can see the details of everyone else in your party, and you can lock in once the party is complete to participate in this particular event. If you want to see more information about the boss that you're going to be beating in this event, you can see it in the boss description tab. You'll see its health, armor, attack, and the healing factor. You can also see if you don't have any team for an event such as this, you'll see the options to create a team, where you can just set your team name, set your team avatar, and use or choose the character you want to use for this specific team. Or you can search for a team within this particular event. You choose your character. You can search a team by name, and you can kind of apply to each one of the teams that you may want to participate in, so that the leader of this specific team can accept you into the team. As we can see, for this specific event, we already have applied for this. We could also create a team, and we will see this, for example, here in this other event. We have created a team. Here you will see the applications for your team. As you can see, I cannot lock into the event because this team is not ready to be locked in and to participate in the event. Same happens with this other event where we have this other team. We have 2 characters, but we still cannot lock in. If you click into the applications here, you would see only if you're team captain, the different applicants that want to apply or to join your team. You can choose to accept or reject them and then save these changes. And then finally, for the actual event itself, we'll go in quickly into the event. So once you lock in your team, you get to this page where you will be able to fight the boss. You will be able to use the whole team in an offline manner to beat the boss, and once you beat it, you will get the reward. So as we can see, there's animations for everything. We are currently attacking the boss. And then you can also heal your characters. It's not doing damage to us because we've completely maxed out our character skill tree. So our armor, it's way higher than the boss's attack. That's why you're not seeing damage even though he's firing. But we'll quickly just go and attack the boss until it's dead. And so once it's dead, you'll see the animation of him dying. And ideally for a future, we would implement the screen where it displays that you have won, and it lets you choose the rewards that you would want to get from this particular event.